my name is Tara Owens, and today I'll be talking about mental health during college years. More than 25% of college students have been diagnosed or treated by a professional for a mental health condition within the last year. That's according to Chadron State College, and that is 1 in 4 students. I have taken the time to conduct research through Google articles and other credible educational websites. I've also given credit to all direct quotes used in my speech. It is imperative that society understands how mental disorders are caused and the different effects they can have on college students. How mental disorders are caused over short and long-term periods will be what we'll be discussing first. Many students are excited and eager to go to college, whether you decide to go far or stay close. It's just a new experience. You might not be used to sharing appliances, bathrooms, or limiting your personal space. So this big change can be a big stressor in many college students' lives. Homework is another one. Even as a high school student, I know that this is very difficult sometimes, and the labs, the projects can just kind of make you more stressed. So also, we'll be talking about financing. Financial is probably one of the main stressors. Most people decide where they're going to college based on how much money they can spend. College costs increased over 25% from 2008 to 2018. Many young adults must take loans and other things like that, and that is according to the Lightroom Project. And their pressure to succeed using that money can also be more stressful. Like you used all that money going into your education, so you need to do good. With a clear understanding of how mental disorders are caused over short and long-term periods while attending college, it is time to take a deeper dive into maybe those kinds of mental disorders. First one is anxiety, which is very common, and it's called generalized anxiety disorder, which is GAD, can cause college students to feel nervous, stressed, or restless. This disorder causes people to excessively worry. Most people experience anxiety at some point in their lives, but having GAD affects college students on a daily basis. Depression is the second kind of mental illness we'll be talking about. It also kind of leads with anxiety. They kind of go hand in hand, so if you have one, you might have both, which can make you have low energy, constantly feeling sad or hopeless, trouble concentrating, loss of interest, and sometimes suicidal. Bipolar disorder is also another mental illness that most college students might have. Individuals who have bipolar disorder dramatically shifts their moods, dramatically shift their energy levels, and their ability to even face the outside world. That is also according to Affordable Colleges Online. The last illness we will be talking about is ADHD. It's a common medical condition, and a study to the academic journal focused that approximately 25% of all college students with disabilities have been diagnosed with ADHD. That is also according to Affordable Colleges Online. Now that we understand some different types of mental health disorders, let's see how these kind of happen and affect college students. Sleep is a major one. If you don't get sleep, you won't be able to function the next day. So that's mostly like with anxiety and ADHD, but that's also in like all mental illnesses. Weight gain and weight loss can cause to eating disorders, which is also another type of mental illness that can affect college students. You can see that college students' grades might start to go down, their lack of focus, motivation, and the fact that they haven't been getting sleep. The last thing, and sadly, that we will be talking about for the effects of college students is self-harm. Data from the 2011 National College Health Assessment found that approximately 1/3 of all college students had trouble functioning due to depression within the previous 12 months. That's according to the National Alliance of Mental Illness. And that can kind of lead to self-harming, which is very sad, and it's just because they feel hopeless. In conclusion, this speech analyzed the causes for mental disorders that can occur to college students. This speech also looked into different kinds of disorders and the effects they have on students in college. I will leave you with this statement. She's a beautiful piece of broken pottery, put back together by her own hands, and a critical world judges her cracks while missing the beauty of how she made herself whole again. And that is by J.M. Storm. Thank you so much for listening to my speech. This was my paper, my notes. It was just one side. I just kind of cut it, and then that's the other side. It probably doesn't make any sense because I just wrote on it. But thank you.